Have heaven now. HHH.
In my mind, it sounded right, but it was supposed to be have heaven here. HHH.
I was thinking about that now. Have heaven now. That we can have this experience that we really want, that whole religions are based out of. We can have it now. What is that thing called heaven? Well, I think one of the basics is connectedness, infinite, ultimate connection. Connection with your source, connection with God, connection with all the things that you think you're going to lack, that you think you lack right now. We think we lack all kinds of wonderful things, but it's our perception that we lack it that gives us the feeling of badness, of scarcity, of fear, of anxiousness, all those things. It's our perception. So if I can see my wholeness right now, just find it anywhere, then you have the experience of heaven, at least a portion of it. And that experience of heaven is the goal. We think it's getting what we want, and then we can release the angst that we have. If I get the new car, if I get the spouse, if I get the significant other, if I get the fame, if I get the accomplishment, then I can release my angst of needing to get it, and then I'll be happy. But what's really happening is you're releasing the thought of I don't have it. And when you release that thought, and in that what used to be what seems like a void, you experience peace. But it's not peace from getting what you wanted, it's the peace from releasing the thought that you don't have it. So you can have heaven now by releasing all the thoughts that you don't have it. So how does have heaven now work practically? One of the ways that I like to do it is another HHH model, which is heart, head, hands. And the heart starts with an intention. What is your intention? I'm intending to love. I'm intending to be connected to God and the world and to people and everything. I'm intending to see the spirit, the pure, innocent spirit, and not the person and not the body that offends me. Because within, really the reality of that person and thing is all there is perfect spirit. And there's just these personas, these masks that are covering up this perfect spirit. If I can see that and realize it's just a person playing a thing, it's just this neutral happenings all around me that I'm putting meaning on, and I'm going to release it. And what my job is not to change that, not to change the person, not to change my world, and not to even change my own person, but to intend the best. Because my experience, you're not going to be able to change, at least not of your own person's accord. But what you can do, at least, is something to try out, is to intend the best. Intend the best. I intend to see God in everything. I intend to do good. My intention is to love. My intention is to give. My intention is to expand. My intention is to bless. My intention is to release all this anxiety and fear and choose connection and love. My intention is to release separation and to increase connection, and to let people in, and to share what's really there, and to ask for what I really want, and to forgive when it doesn't happen, to let go all these things that hold me back, and to be completely vulnerable, and to realize there's a part of me that cannot be hurt. The body can be hurt, the person can get hurt feelings, but you cannot be hurt. Spirit cannot be hurt. So with that defenselessness, there is strength. To recognize in my defenselessness, there is strength. Because you have to get a different you for that to be real. Because you, the person, that's not real. But you, the spirit, that is real. So find that you, that
defenselessness is strength. And in that place, that meditative place, intend the best. Now, that's the heart. Next, you do head. The head would be, well, what do I do with this? You figure it out. Well, what can I do with this? I intend the best. Well, maybe I'll just smile and say hi to everybody. That's, you figure it out with your mind. And then the last step is hands. You do it. So walk around and smile and intend. And it's none of your business, the results, because once again, it's out of your control. We don't control that stuff. All we can do is worry about my own intention. Smiling around, I'm walking around and smiling, I'm waving, I'm opening the door, I'm picking up trash, whatever. That seems like a nice thing to do. I'm going to do it because I'm intending the best. And it starts with the intention, head, intention, my heart, figure it out with my head, and then I do it with my hands. But the most important thing is the intention. The hands is just secondary, because you can't stay connected to the results, or else you can't have heaven now, because the world is not heaven. Heaven is real, and it's really here right now, but you have to see past the world that's distracting you from reality, which is perfection, which is spirit, which is that beautiful thing that accidentally happens to you every once in a while, that you think you got what you want and you released all your thoughts about not having it. And as soon as you release your thoughts about not having it, you experience wonderful joy and abundance for a moment, until your mind started to creep back in and tell you that you didn't have what you wanted again. And then you're in scarcity again. So, have heaven now. Have heaven here. HHH. How do you do that? Heart, intention, head, what do I do with that intention? Hands, do whatever that is. Release the results. Go back to heart, your intention. And what you'll discover is your world doesn't have to change, and you can have heaven here.